Ramon has the third most amount of variations slash variants slash versions, whatever you want to call it, just behind Lightning McQueen and Mater in terms of Mattel and probably Disney Store too. It's just so easy to do him in so many different paint jobs because, well, he is like the paint job guy. He owns Ramon's House of Body Art. That's kind of his thing. And he always is changing his paint job more than even like McQueen and Mater are in the movies. But McQueen and Mater just find themselves to be in different situations. So yeah, what's one more on top of that? We have the Disney 100th anniversary special edition version of Ramon to review here today. This came out of 2023 Singles Case F, which I unboxed last week. I'll leave the link in the description below and card suggestion pop up in the top right-hand corner. Definitely check that out. The case has 8, that's right, 8 brand new releases. The other 5 of the other 8 are more Disney 100 releases, and then the other 2 are Claire Gunzer and Cryptid Buster McQueen from Cars on the Road. The links for multiple of those videos will be in the description and card suggestion. Like I just, reviewed McQueen, Mater, and Doc in this series, and I figured Ramon is up next here. So you guys, I'm sure, are probably familiar with the package, but if not, it's got cut off corners. It's a little bit different from your typical Disney Cars single package that has the rounded corners and flat sides. This one has a divoted side, indented, whatever. It also features characters from some of the most popular Pixar movies: Monsters, Inc., Toy Story, Finding Nemo and Dory, Cars 3, Coco, and The Incredibles. I like just the very elegant, simplistic design that carries over to the designs on these characters. Same kind of thing on the back here. This one's on a little bendy card back, but yeah, you get a look at the other ones available. They all look really good. They might look a little bit shinier on the back of the package than they do in person, especially McQueen, because it's kind of weird. Like, it looks like almost Ramon has a shadow on him right here from Sally. Like, he looks way darker than Lightning McQueen is, and same with Doc down here. So we'll see how he looks out of the package. I couldn't be more excited to open him up, and I figure, after we got the 3 big boys out of the way, Ramon definitely is needed next. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. We'll get to you guys soon. But, Ramon is just the man with all of his variations. Now, I'm telling you, one of these last 3, Ramon, Sally, or Flo, will be like a sleeper in this series. One that I didn't expect that I'd like, and I actually will come out of it really liking it and probably ranking it above McQueen, Mater, or Doc. Because right now, going into this, I thought those would be the best. They're kind of the most notable, most iconic. And also, I just love the metallic red. I think the fabulous Hudson Hornet decals look really good. But, let's take a look here at Ramon. Obviously, they gave him the purple flames because that is, it's kind of funny that purple was his most notable color, yet it really was just the first color he appeared in. Because think about it, he hasn't been in purple in like forever, right? He was only in purple. Well, I guess every time there was like a short, he would revert to purple. So there is that. But if you just take a look at the movies and then Cars on the Road, he was only in purple at the very beginning of the franchise. And like I said, whenever, like Spinning or some of those shorts, Tokyo Mater, stuff like that, if he was in anything like that, he would revert back to purple, I think, for the most part. But really, it just was the fact that it was the first color he was in the movies, and also the one that fit the Radiator Springs Collectic the best. It's like, all right, we want to make sure there's like one of each color in the Radiator Springs townies, and so they made him purple. But yeah, obviously, my whole point of talking about that was to explain why they did the purple flames and didn't go with, I don't know, his red hydraulic design here or the gold version of the flames. But yeah, this looks really good. It's not a direct copy of the flames on the purple version. They're a little bit reduced, it looks like. Doesn't seem to have the full ghost flame barrage here, like the ones kind of down here. See, those looks to be removed. It's kind of like this orange. Yeah, they pretty much just took the like orange part of the flame, ironically, and made that metallic purple. And it looks really good, I'd say. Look at, you see that? That's literally from my thumb. That's just kind of goes to show the finish that they did on these, and almost like Zamac bare metal type of finish. And it's really working for me because, you know, it's not silver, it's not like chrome, but it's got such an elegant feel to it. Very minimalistic, as I've been saying. I like the gray tires, which they've been doing on all of them so far. It does look a little weird that the tire and the wheels are the exact same color. That just, you know, it doesn't really seem right. It almost makes it seem like these are prototype wheels, because that's how a prototype would look. Like a prototype could have all black wheels or all, you know, one color wheels. That happens with basically every prototype. But yeah, still looks good. The base is in gray. Let's see, where's the date stamp on this guy? Oh, it's up here, SO4A, so the 4th week of 2023. You have the eye plate in there. That's a separate piece from the main metal body. His expression isn't too different. This is a Chinese Ramon. I don't have a Thailand purple Ramon loose. I have a Thailand Florida Ramon loose here, but they have different expressions. Should probably open one of the many purple Ramones I get out of cases. You know, they include them in so many, especially over the last couple years. Should probably bust one open one of these days. But yeah, again, it also does look a little weird to see the taillights without any sort of decals in them, because usually any sort of paint, we usually see them being red no matter what, right? No matter what, they are red, and the license plate holder being blank. And I just feel like, I don't know, this is a tough situation. Again, like I keep saying, they're going for a very minimalistic style with these. And so you take a look at McQueen, it really works, I'd say, because there's nothing that seems like it's missing. Everything meshes together nicely. There's nothing I look at here and I'm like, well, yeah, maybe on the back, again, it does look a little strange not to have any taillights. It just looks a little unfinished, but it's not like there are carved out taillights and a carved out license plate holder. Everything's just kind of flat. And I would just say the tire wheel monocolor thing is the only type of maybe off-putting part to it, and even that, not really that big of a deal, because it really complements and just goes along with the rest of the design. And then you have Mater here. He probably looks the best. The only thing I would say with him is like the siren just looks a little weird to be in gray. Everything else, though, looks fine. And I think I did kind of touch on this with Doc's grill here. I thought it looked a little weird for it to be gray up here, the plastic. Maybe it would have looked better in the Zamac. Again, it just looks a little unfinished. Maybe same you could say about the taillights here as well. And so that's just kind of been my complaint with all of these so far. And you guys are probably like, you're getting so nitty gritty about it. That is so petty. But hey, when you're designing an elegant type of series like this, I know these cost the same as the regular releases, so it's not like they're the precision series. They're not supposed to be that special, but I just feel like maybe a little bit more thought could have gone into them, and maybe they could have filled in the taillights without compromising that minimalistic spirit they were going for. I think that could have looked good. Like if they put the red in the taillights, they gave him his classic iconic Lone So license plate, I think we would have been okay. I don't know. That's just me. But then maybe they would have thought, well, hey, if we're going to do that, we got to change the tires and the wheels. I don't know. They went with a safe, conservative approach for sure. And then you have the opaque windows that they've been doing. Looks pretty good. So you can't see the radiator springs little pop-up sign that he has in the interior there that they started introducing on all the Ramones probably about 10 years ago now. But yeah, that is all for this Ramone Solo Dolo, and now we get to engage on the Ramone Comparathon, which is kind of what these videos have become, just me comparing the Disney 100 version to a bunch of other variants. So yeah, this is just your regular purple Ramone here. I got this out of a 2-pack, I think, with Flo a couple years ago, right before they switched over to Thailand. I love this one because it's more vibrant than my like original 2006 Ramone, and also has a different expression. Here is Radiator Springs 500.5 Ramone. I like this expression a lot. Probably one of the best they've ever done on a Ramone. Because why? I'm sure you guys can guess it at this point. If you guys know me, because of the fact that the eyes are looking off to the side and not dead ahead like a robot. Now, interestingly enough, they gave this Ramone silver taillights, which is almost like a foreboding of the Disney 100 version, or maybe even it's contaminated, like this thing's alive. It's contaminating my other Ramones here. This Ramone's so weird to me because it's almost like they photoshopped an actual picture of a mountain on top of Ramone. That one just looks a little strange to me, but still a very interesting, unique version of him. Only released in a 3-pack, so it's got some clout. Here we have the first Pixar Fest version of Ramone. I always couldn't really understand why they were using the like paint gun body shop version of Ramone here. It's like they released metallic Union Jack Ramone with the paint gun in 2020, and then ever since then they were like, that's going to be our Ramone for anything special edition. So you get the metallic Union Jack Ramone. Well, it's actually metallic body shop Union Jack Ramone because it's got the gun. Oh, here's Pixar Fest. You get the gun one. Oh, Pixar Fest again. You get the gun. It's like, I don't really think the paint gun goes along well with these special edition type releases. So I am very happy that they reverted back to a normal Ramone for the Disney 100 line here. Because, hey guys, like we've been talking about, the Pixar Fest line has a very similar vibe to these Disney 100 releases because of the fact that the packages both are quite similar in the sense that they show images from other Pixar properties. The packagings are all the same. They don't vary based on the character. So they feel very similar. Now, granted, those were like a more expensive line. They actually cost more than the singles, and that doesn't really make sense now, does it? But hey, I'm glad at least these are part of the main line. Just like the tunes now, which used to cost more, just like the Easter stuff and the holiday stuff. So actually, sometimes Mattel helps us out, helps a brother out there a little bit. Anyway, my whole point is, thank you for not making this a body shop Ramone, because that would have really torqued me off. But yeah, this is probably your closest comparison because of the fact, just in terms of the color here. And also this one has a lot of silver elements. It's actually a really cool design to intertwine the lamp with the flames. I like that quite a bit. Do you think it would have been cool to have like something like that on this one, but in metallic purple? I don't think so, no. I like it how it is. The decals on these one is really clean. Yeah, let's get a close-up of that metallic purple. Yeah, it looks really good. First thing I think of is metallic Max Schnell. And how I wanted that. How I wanted that so bad. And the best we got is a micro drifter. Like, what the hell, Mattel? This is another pretty good comparison because on the base level, Saludos Amigos Ramon is silver, and then he's got the myriad of decals on top of all that. So, yeah, different expression though. Released first in 2021. Just waiting for them to do a hydraulic version of it. I'm sure it'll happen sooner or later. Maybe it'll be in a multi-pack. It's just weird, when you have a license plate holder like that and it's empty. I don't know, it just feels a little off. Like, what about Flo's here? Yeah, Flo's has the empty license plate holder too. Mattel, come on, guys. Sally, obviously. Yep, she has it too. I get it. I just need to get over that mental hurdle, I think, and then I can accept it. Like, I probably just need to find a way to contextualize it and rationalize it in my mind, and then I'll be like, all right, fine. That makes sense for a special line like this, but I'm just not doing it right now. Here is the Chase from 2010, the red metallic Ramone that really is not that much more metallic than the just regular hydraulic red Ramone. I always Like, I didn't get this one when it originally came out because, well, I was 9, so I didn't buy everything. And I was, if something just didn't seem worth it to me, I was like, screw that. And sometimes, I wish I had that 9-year-old mentality back. Like, I'm sure I could think of another example, but like, this was one of them. I was like, that is hardly different from the version that came out like 2 years ago or whatever. So I'm not going to get that. But hey, you release Metallic the King, that's quite a bit different. I'm going to get that. But there's, another good example is the Metallic Daryl Cartrip that was released alongside this one. There was Metallic DJ, Daryl Cartrip, and the King. For whatever reason, the King was the only lenticular one of those 4. But DJ and the King were actually like looking different. I thought Daryl, even though Metallic Silver, yeah, it just kind of turned up a couple notches. Really not that different from the regular Daryl. I didn't get that one for a while either. And so there are quite a few Ramones. No. There are quite a few cars that I applied that rationale to back in the day. Like, hey, man, this is stupid. I ain't getting this. And then obviously later on in life, I was like, well, I am kind of like a quote-unquote completist now, and I would like to add that to the collection. So I ended up getting it. Man, I need to think of another example of that where I was like, this is dumb. I am not getting that. Such a Sigma grind set right there. Mentality. Wish I had it back. Now I'm just an absolute dog on a leash for Mattel. They're like, releases whatever they deem fit. Yep, I'll buy it. No questions asked. You want me to spend extra money so I could get earlier to review on the channel for Mattel's PR that I've never been contacted by? Sure, I'll do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video of the Disney 100th Ramon. Look at all these Ramon just scattered about here. I had no rhyme or reason where I placed them. But yeah, that was the Metallic Florida Ramon, and then before that was the Gold Ramon. You guys know what they are. So of the 4 so far, which one is your favorite? For me, it's still Doc. Yeah, I like Ramon a lot, though. Like, I love the metallic purple. And I do think after going through the motions here and really spending a lot of time with these releases, I would have chosen all 4 of these to be in my Disney 100 series. And the more I think about it, I probably would have also included Sally. So I think it really comes down to Flo as the one that I probably would have switched out for somebody else. That somebody else being maybe the King. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it within the Radiator Springs townie, so maybe I would go Sarge. Sarge, maybe Fillmore. I think it would end up... No, wait, no. I think I would have done Luigi and Guido. Yeah. Luigi and Guido over Flo. That would have been my perfect Disney 100 line. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you soon for the review of Sally. Bye now.